Viewer discretion is advised.
Boom, perfect timing.
Fresno police officers, including Sergeant Ray Villalvazo, were dispatched in connection to a homicide investigation. The police alleged that the suspect in the homicide was Isaiah's older brother. Isaiah was reportedly seen near the scene and fled when officers approached. Officers claimed they believed Isaiah might be armed, though no weapon was visible or confirmed. Officers chased Isaiah through streets and into the property of a closed daycare center. Surveillance footage shows Isaiah climbing over a fence and landing on the other side, beginning to run away from officers. Sergeant Villalvazo, from the opposite side of the fence, took aim at the fleeing teen. Within seconds of Isaiah landing and taking several steps, Sergeant Villalvazo fired a single shot, striking Isaiah in the back of the head. Video shows Isaiah collapsing face first to the ground. Audio from the scene captures another officer saying, "Good shot." Officers approached the mortally wounded teen and handcuffed him while he lay bleeding. Isaiah Morietta Golding was unarmed.
Right front passenger. Open the door. Step out. Hands up. Hands up. Hands up. Turn around. Walk backwards. Backwards. Towards my voice. Stop right there. Stop right there. Stop right there. Down on your knees. Down on your knees. Stop! You stop! You're on ground! You have 17. Got a shot fired. One shot. You have a suspect. Next unit, bring up the red box. Hey Ray, what street is this? You gotta jump it. I'll help you. Copy. Yeah. Yeah. I dropped my baton somewhere right here too. I dropped my baton, but he basically cut between this row, and he came out right about here. I chased him over. Turned this down.
I'm looking at like a line right there.
Yeah. Under all these cars right here.
Alright, I'll block off right here.
Check. Good. I dropped my baton somewhere here. No, I was over in the middle. But
did he dump something?
you know, he cut between that whole row of cars right here. I gotta check all of it.
When he was running across the street, it looked like he was holding his waistband.
That's why my gun was out.
I'm still rolling.
I'm still rolling too.
No, I know.
Yeah.
But as soon as, because I was cutting
yeah,
south,
that's why.
and I saw him cutting across, and he was holding his waistband as he was running
that's why I
across.
had my gun out. I was just telling people right there. I don't know who those units were, but I was trying to signal them east. No, man, it's well.
Take a deep breath.
This thing's heavy, man.
I know. Oh, you got your plate in.
Yeah. But if anybody has to ask you, he came from the passenger side, hugged that corner,
Did he run through these bushes?
came out and ran right between these cars, still about more than halfway, right in front of Best, and then cut east. But there's a lot of time where I cannot see him.
I'm gonna have these guys that will start scouting and look.
Yeah, we can check bushes under all cars.
Mr. Gray, help us look for a gun.
Oh, absolutely, man.
And my baton that fell.
And your baton that
That
fell.
fell.
I'll help you with
So
that.
path is from the stop right here.
Right, he hugged the corner.
Hugged the corner, cut through over here, went like halfway down. You?
Not shooter, no.
No.
Oh, you didn't?
No, I did not shoot, no.
Oh, I thought you did.
No, I think,
Sully?
might have been Villalvazo. It was hard to tell.
Oh,
They
I
pulled
just
in
wanted to
front
make
of
sure
him.
you weren't the shooter.
No,
so I
no,
was gonna pull you out.
No, I'm
You
not the
need to be
shooter.
there.
I'm not.
okay.
I kept eyes. I'm not the shooter.
Oh, I thought because I heard 10, 17 shots fired.
Right,
I thought it was you.
No, because I was back a ways. I was just gonna put that out.
Oh, okay. That's
I'm
why
not
I
the shooter.
kept asking you. Okay.
You're good.
Okay. So in that case, what we'll do is we'll get all these officers, we'll form a line, and we'll start working from left to right. Yeah. I'm not sure. Might be Hogan.
I think it was Villalvazo. He was at the fence where he jumped over. Then I heard a shot. Can I say for sure? I was back behind the cars.
I saw Hogan had his gun in there. That's why I said that.
Officers later stated they thought he had been reaching for his waistband while running, an assertion not supported by the surveillance footage. Isaiah Murieta Golding was pronounced dead shortly after being transported to the hospital.
Officers thought the teen might be involved in a homicide the day before, and Villalvazo reported Murieta looked at him and reached for his waistband, so he feared for his life.
Villalvazo over there described being in fear for his life.
There is no way that police officer was in fear of his life. That's a justification for the shooting, the shooting that he committed here. Frankly, I think the killing that he did in this particular case. There was no reason for him to shoot that gun, none whatsoever. It makes me angry just to even look at this videotape.
But fellow officers seem to approve.
The Fresno Police Department issued statements framing the shooting as justified under department policy. The Fresno Police Department, the Fresno County District Attorney's Office, and the city's Office of Independent Review all deemed the shooting justified.
The lawsuit, which was filed by Isaiah's mother, claims that during the foot chase, Isaiah never threatened an officer or made any threatening gestures, and that nothing Isaiah might have done justified the use of deadly force. Stuart Chandler is the family attorney.
You can't say that every time an officer fires a gun, it's automatically okay. There has to be a line where you say this is not acceptable, and this is one of those cases.
New Police Chief Andy Hall declined to comment for this story because of the pending lawsuits, but the city's Office of Independent Review, the OIR, found the shooting within policy. Quote, the reasonableness of force is based on the officer making a split-second decision after observing the suspect reaching for his waistband area several times during the foot pursuit.
But that's just not what the law says. The law says that there has to be an immediate threat of death or serious bodily injury, which clearly there wasn't. This young man was trying to run away. And you can be as critical as you want about how you shouldn't do that. But that doesn't give the police the right to use lethal force.
The OIR did recommend 10 policy changes, including putting body cameras on officers on the street violence team, like the one who shot, and the one jumping the fence to chase. Those officers should also have less lethal weapons, according to the OIR. A jury is set to decide next year if the OIR was right to justify the shooting.
The family and community activists demanded the release of the surveillance footage. The city resisted for more than 2 years, citing the ongoing investigation. Finally, in October of 2019, the surveillance video was released, showing Isaiah running away with both hands visible and posing no immediate threat. Public outrage followed, with protests and calls for a federal civil rights investigation. Civil rights groups condemned the delay in releasing the footage, calling it a cover-up.
Standing feet from where his nephew took his final breath, Frankie Murrieta led group prayer.
This is the first time me or my family has been this close to where this incident has happened. He jumped this fence right here. He took off running. Ray didn't attempt to open this fence, didn't attempt to jump the fence. He just shot. We want the case opened back up. And that's why we're all standing in the heat. And that's why, as a community, we're all brought together.
The passionate plea moved to City Hall. Family members denied our interview request, saying only justice for Isaiah. Captain Joe Alvarez wouldn't comment on the calling for the case to be reopened, but did say officers were on hand to make sure they could make their voices heard without being disturbed.
We will always support a peaceful demonstration. We believe in individuals exercising their rights.
The family's attorney has filed a federal lawsuit against the city.
The city of Fresno has filed to have the lawsuit dismissed. However, if the judge doesn't grant that, this will go to a settlement conference at the end of this month.
In April of 2021, the city of Fresno reached a $4.9 million settlement with Isaiah's family, the largest settlement in Fresno's history for a police shooting. The city did not admit wrongdoing, and Sergeant Ray Villalvazo remained employed with the Fresno Police Department. Civil rights advocates continue to push for policy changes that would require faster public release of body cam and surveillance footage in police shootings. But for Isaiah Murrieta Golding, those changes come too late. Isaiah was 16 years old, unarmed and running away. Surveillance video shows him with both hands visible, posing no threat to anyone, when Sergeant Ray Villalvazo raised his gun and fired a single shot into the back of his head. Officers then handcuffed him as he lay dying, and one was even heard saying, "Good shot." Instead of taking responsibility, Fresno police justified the shooting, withheld the video for over 2 years, and hid behind a narrative that the teen was reaching for his waistband, a claim the footage itself disproves. No weapon was ever found. No officer was charged. This wasn't a split-second mistake. It was the deliberate use of deadly force on a fleeing, unarmed teenager, followed by a cover-up to protect those involved. If the rules allow that, then the problem isn't just the person who pulled the trigger. It's the system that shields officers from accountability, rewrites the truth, and calls injustice justified.
So the police in Fresno say Isaiah's then 17-year-old brother, who was in the car with him before the shooting, was arrested and pleaded guilty to the murder the brothers were suspected of committing. But the family's lawyer says that shouldn't matter here.